What's up, my gardeners? What's up, my plant lovers? Devin is here. I'm in my beautiful office, my houseplant display room, and I wanted to do a fun video showing you guys how to divide our anthurium. This is a classic flamingo flower type anthurium, kind of like these ones over here. You guys know I love anthurium. Why do I love anthurium? Well, number one, they're tropical, they're beautiful, but number two, more importantly, I have some really amazing memories with anthurium. My father always told me the story how it was the very first plant he ever gave my mother because those flowers are in the shape of a heart. And then when I was traveling around Colombia with Samantha, we went to so many different forests and jungles where we would see anthurium growing and thriving. So it's a plant that I will always have in my houseplant collection. But one thing that is awesome about them is that as they start to grow and expand and thrive, they're very easy to divide. If you find that your plants are starting to outgrow their containers, or you find that you can kind of that you want to plant it into a larger container, what you can do is divide it during that process, and that's exactly what I want to do. I'm going to take this out, divide it, and replant it into this container, which is a little bit larger. So let's see exactly how we're going to do it. So what you're going to look for is when are they ready to divide. So they start to grow in these beautiful little clumps, and let me show you exactly what I mean. So here you can see they grow into these little clumps. You have that section here, another section there, another section there, and then there's also, and then another section right here. So this plant has 4 little division possibilities. So I'm going to divide it into 4 new sections and then repot it into a wider container, all right? So that's what we want to look for. This one over here just has 2 little sections that are ready that could be divided. I'm going to leave it until it continues to fill out a little bit more. It's really gardener's choice, as so much is. So the first thing, let's take it out of the container. I'm going to take it out over this paper bag so that I can kind of try to keep the mess at a minimum. And I'm just going to empty this guy out. Now here we're going to start by shaking off as much of that soil as possible. The really great thing about anthurium, if you have found that your anthurium is kind of like not really flowering very much, one thing that you can do is to repot it and into a larger container and or dividing it, and always by giving it fresh new potting mix. That's really an awesome way to kind of revitalize your anthurium if it's not flowering like how it should. Okay, look at those gorgeous roots. Now to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to dip it in this water. So I have just this little bucket of water over here. Let's see if I can show you guys. So sometimes I like to do this to just kind of clean off the roots, really give it a nice fresh start. Okay. And it's also going to make it a little bit easier to see what you're doing to make the best, cleanest cuts possible. Look at that gorgeous root system, I'm telling you. I think this is selfie worthy, don't you guys? Okay, so now that we have the nice section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace out each of these little clumps. And honestly, I have my sharp, clean kitchen knife, and I'm going to just take it just like this, take it right where that section kind of starts and ends, And I'm gonna just cut it right off. Once you kind of get it started, you can just use your fingers to tease it out, okay? Beautiful, look at that. That is so gorgeous. That is exactly what you want to see from a division. In order for your division to be successful, you need two things. You need healthy roots that are going to help it grow, and you need some top growth that's already pre-existing. So this is one division success. Let's go ahead and do the other. Let's do two more. I just like to use the knife just to get it started, and then I'll use my hands. That way I can keep the roots as good as possible. Smaller division. Now if you saw my video about how to pack up cuttings so that you can ship them to your friends, your family, loved ones, this would be a great opportunity. Wrap this baby up, ship it to someone that you love and care about. Check out that video. It was pretty fun. Something that I did right before I left Colombia. And let's do one more. Awesome. I got one big mama, and then I got 3 little babies. So I could legitimately create 4 new plants just from this, but what I would rather do is I'm filling out here, guys. I don't have a ton of room left in my office. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plant them all together and you'll see. Okay, so the first thing, we're gonna put our nice, healthy kind of aeroid mixture, our light, fluffy soil substrate. Did you see the video about how I create my personal kind of soil mix? If not, go check it out. It's really easy and highly beneficial, especially for plants like Anthurium, okay? So we're gonna start just by putting some into the base. Then just planting them up. So I just kind of take the mama plant, put her in the middle, of course, and then just kind of tease the other ones around the sides. You can make it as even or lopsided as you like. Make sure you get all of those roots nice and covered up. And now we're gonna give it a nice drink of water. We all know anthuriums like their moisture, so do not skip this part. You could have even pre-moistened the soil before you planted them. It might have been a little bit easier had I done that. All right, that's it. That's it. Now this guy is gonna fill out even more. They're gonna create more clumps and it's gonna be a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. It's really not hard at all. It's fun. You know, it's a way that you can create more plant life out of one of my favorite house plants, and that is the Anthurium. This is, I think, an Anthurium hybrid, Anthurium andraeanum hybrid. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. Look at all my house plants. I have lots more videos on the horizon, more fun stuff going on outside as well. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Ciao.